So if there was a decent cell signal back here, I'd think about tweeting this panel, so we were going to do save date all the way through, but there isn't enough signal down here, so we won't do that. I also feel like I'm in a bit of a loss here for a 50th anniversary scoop panel when the trailer premieres on BBC One tomorrow. But so we'll make the most of it. Who likes that? How many times have you watched it? You've watched it less than 5 times. What are you doing here? I'm Barnaby Edwards, by the way, and I run Doctor Who New York, which is a fan group in New York City. So if you're in the city, we do regular meetups, and we do occasional events under the banner Who York, and you're going to get stuck listening to me quite a lot this weekend, because I seem to be one of Ken Deep's slaves. We're going to try and make this a really loosey-goosey kind of panel, and just sort of talk about what we're excited about for the 50th. Maybe you can share what you want to see in the 50th. The one thing I will ask, no spoilers, okay? If it's been officially announced by the BBC, and that means something like the Zygon photo, or the plot summary that was just released, or the pictures that are just released that we're going to show in just a moment, we can talk about those, we can talk about what we hope and what we want to see. No spoilers. Okay, I know some of you out there, and I'm sure you know who you are, troll the dark areas of the internet where those kind of things are discussed, and top secret cabals, with set photos and all that kind of stuff. Some of us don't want to know that. Thank you. So, you know, 23rd of November. How many people have got tickets to one of the cinema screenings?
I wish.
Yay! How many people are going to be watching on the 23rd? 24th. Those of you who didn't raise your hand, leave. So, I think what I'm going to do is move this over here, because I don't know if everybody's going to be able to, well, people at the back may not be able to hear if you're asking questions or making comments. I want to sort of, who wants to tell me what they're excited about for the 50th? What they want to see in Day of the Doctor?
Time War.
Yes. David Tennant.
David Tennant. Well, you're going to see David Tennant definitely.
Thank God.
You're excited to see David Tennant again?
Are you serious?
And Rose or not?
Billy Piper. Woo! Woo! Rose! Yes, yes.
11's reaction to Rose again.
That's such
Ooh.
yes, yes.
That's an interesting one. What do you think his reaction to Rose again might be?
I don't even, like,
Embarrassment.
yeah, like, oh my God. This Clara she's no one.
Who else has some thoughts about what they're hoping to see in Day of the Doctor, or they're excited about seeing? Yes, in the green.
Yeah.
Oh.
Home again. She says nothing.
Is that John Hurt is damn sexy?
If you look at the photos, he looks really good. So I'm sorry.
That sounds like him, girl.
There's absolutely nothing wrong
Hey, girl.
with that. And he's a great actor, so I'm perfectly happy to see what they've got in store for us. I was very excited when, you know, he turns around to the camera at the end of Name of the Doctor and you get John Hurt is the Doctor. Kind of cool, right? What else are we excited to see?
Singing the song.
Yes.
I'm hoping they're going to bring back some of the previous Doctors they haven't told us about. Eccleston.
Well, this is not a spoiler. If you read the news, Moffat has said that Eccleston decided he did not want to take part.
So did Moffat actually say that? Or
Yes.
is that
They've
reported
said that in multiple interviews.
How much do we believe Moffat, though?
Well,
Moffat lies, that's true.
when it comes to Christopher Eccleston, I would suspect it's pretty likely. When it comes to Paul McGann or anybody else,
Yeah.
I'm sure Moffat lies. Okay? I don't know, but I'm not going to put an ounce of faith in anything that man says.
Amen. How many
I'm
people are
excited to see the Zygons again, personally. Because, you know, the Zygons are really darn cool, and Terror of the Zygons is a brilliant story. Who hasn't seen Terror of the Zygons? Okay, go buy it on DVD right now and watch it before the
Amazon.
23rd, because they're brilliant. And you know, I was pleased to see that we're going to see some kind of Daleks. Let's go ahead and go through this slideshow of the Day of the Doctor. There's a few other promotional stills that were released this week, along with the interviews with David Tennant, Matt Smith, and company. Just like go through these and, you know, scream if you get excited. I like this one because it's got Daleks in it. And the brainy specs. The brainy specs are cool.
And his hair looks more sticky uppy.
His hair is so wrong in the next one.
Why is this one in the list? I mean, you know, the opening was...
I love that picture.
Make some noise, the woman who thinks John Hurt's sexy. Yes, you're going to get picked on for the rest of the time.
There you go.
Yes, there it is. Alright, yeah, he's sexy, fine.
Kind of.
Old man sexy.
Now he just looks old.
He kind of looks good in that TARDIS console, doesn't he?
Daleks.
More Daleks.
Just hanging out.
Need more Daleks.
That's a cool. That looks like someone did Photoshop.
Colin Baker. Go back to that one again. Go back to the last one. Colin Baker just sticks out. Just stands out like a...
Willy Wonka.
I mean, I think he's in the same sort of, you know, faded nature as all of the others, but, you know, that costume just glares. And I love it, but... Yeah, just hold on to that for a minute. Yeah, I know you can. You're going to enjoy that power, aren't you?
It's so beautiful.
But there's also another thing coming for the 50th, which is being broadcast on the 21st in the UK and the 22nd here, and that's going back to the very beginning. Who's excited about seeing an adventure in time and space? Wow, I think that got bigger applause than Day of the Doctor. Same thing, yes. Hey, I spent 3 hours in a car, and I just had to talk about the First Doctor. We're getting there. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. Seeing this in colour, going back to the very beginning, because it's a great story, right? You've got this show that lasted for 50 years that was produced by a 26-year-old woman. The first 4 episodes were directed by who was going to be a guest of honour here, but had to back out due to some professional commitments, Waris Hussein, and who was a 24-year-old East Indian immigrant in the white, male-dominated BBC of the 1960s. This is kind of amazing. Is it any wonder that the show's so special and so open-minded and experimental with you know, 2 people like that who were there at the very beginning? And I think this story is going to be fascinating to see how Sidney Newman brought these people in, and how you had this crotchety actor who was mainly known for playing villains, you know, turn into a childhood hero. And we've got some pictures from this one as well, and I'm really excited about the publicity stills that we're going to see here. See if we get any reactions. One's not. That's cheating.
Oh, that's really close.
Yeah.
No.
You don't like Ian Barber? Come on, you should ship them more than you should be shipping 10 and Rose. They're the original shipping couple. one of the Romans if you don't know what I'm talking about. Trust me on this. So, you know. Beautiful looking console.
The console. Hello, pretty.
I mean, to think that they rebuilt these props, you know, just for this docudrama, and they look so beautiful. Although I have to say that console room in that picture, the last picture, it looks smaller than it does in An Unearthly Child. So it looks massive in An Unearthly Child, and I know it was shot in a very, very small room, but it looks huge when they walk in the TARDIS at the beginning. Yes? Is there anyone here who hasn't seen An Unearthly Child? I strongly suggest you watch it before you watch this. I think it'll be a real treat. Just that one episode. You know, you stop when it goes to the caveman. Just watch the first episode. 25 minutes. It's an amazing piece of television. And I think watching the recreation here, and again, you know, here we get to the bit that I'm excited about, seeing 60s Daleks in colour.
They're sexier in blue.
They're so cute.
I want one.
Yeah, they look really scary on Westminster Bridge, and you know I mean this is a recreation
Forgive
of the
my
Dalek
shaky
invasion of
hands,
Earth.
I'm
For
like-
anybody who doesn't know, which was the second Dalek story where they came to Earth and they shot at stupid o'clock in the morning because that was the only way that you could you could shoot in the centre of London and not have it be full of people because it was supposed to be deserted because the Daleks had killed everybody. But there is one shot where you can see a van going by in the back. And these are the Daleks, of course, that sport the super duper satellite dish, because they need television.
That guy. What?
Appropriate reaction.
What the heck?
He was heading home from a hard night out.
That children is how Daleks are made.
So now we're shipping Daleks.
Daleks. Any fanfic writers out here who want to do some Dalek shipping stories?
How does that work?
Steve, I think you missed the trick after that little picture of the two Daleks canoodling. I think you should have gone to another picture.
They weren't both the Doctor, I would ship them.
Self-cessed in a way.
It's not as cute as two Daleks falling in love and like holding hands like they just were in that picture.
Someone pointed out that David looks like, oh my god, it's my successor, Matt Smith. And Matt's just like, hey dude.
Two more?
Ooh.
Shiny.
Very retro. I like it. Ooh.
I think I prefer the first one, but the other one. Because I like having the, I like that whole 60s kind of pop culture kind of look, and it's got a 10th Planet Cyberman, which will always be the best. And a Menoptera, but maybe not. So, who else wants to talk about what's exciting to them about the 50th, and any other celebration-y kind of things that are happening for the 50th that you're excited about, or that have happened that have been great presents on the 50th anniversary? Yes.
Moffat claims he's going to finally take care of all the plot holes that have been filling up for the past 3 seasons. I'm looking to see how many of those actually get filled up.
Didn't we just say Moffat eyes?
Always. Sorry, my hand is like.
That man said.
I'm sure it's just going to create more holes. But there were cracks. There were cracks. The cracks fixed everything. I think. And the universe was reset. And it wasn't reset quite properly.
Whoa. Which is an owl.
Not as sexy as John Hurt, right? But pretty darn cool.
It's a big doll like in an octopus.
Who else has something to say about the video? Oh. I figured out what it was.
Bad Wolf.
What about Bad Wolf?
Bad Wolf was written behind him in that picture, in the poster. It's like on a piece of metal, it says Bad Wolf on there.
Oh, so maybe he's going to fill in all of the plot holes he thinks we're in the Russell T Davies era.
Maybe he could be happy about that.
I mean, you know, Stephen Moffat has now managed to insert himself into every single era of Doctor Who, thanks to the opening sequence of The Name of the Doctor. You know, he's now explained why the Doctor ended up in this particular TARDIS. As you know, I don't have an explanation for why the second Doctor was running around an LA beach in a fur coat, but the others worked pretty well. I'll tell you the greatest treat from the 50th anniversary perspective for me was the announcement 3 weeks ago now of the return of missing episodes. It was pretty cool, right?
Yes.
You know, and sort of an exciting way to release them. You know, I found them on iTunes at 6:58 p.m., so 2 minutes early. You know, thanks to the miracle of, you know, an Apple TV, you know, within like 2 minutes of saying bye, Enemy of the World was streaming on my TV set, looking kind of amazing. And you know, so that was a pretty darn good birthday present for Doctor Who as far as I'm concerned. And you know, they reached numbers 3 and 4 on the American iTunes charts. You know, 45-year-old TV. It's pretty cool. How many people have seen them here?
Seen partial.
What are the rest of you waiting for?
Man,
You know,
yeah.
Enemy of the World was the biggest treat to me. I always struggled reading the Target novelization. I'm not a big fan of Ian Martin's prose, and it always seemed like it was that kind of like that normal story in the middle of the monster season of season 5. It didn't have any monsters in it. But fan wisdom has always said, you know, or people who saw it at the time rather, you know, have always said that it's like Doctor Who James Bond. And you know what? They were right. It's amazing. The opening episode has a helicopter, a hovercraft, you know, the Doctor goes swimming.
Swimming in his own pool.
Yes, the Doctor goes swimming. You know, it's just like Doctor No. But, and you know, again, Troughton giving a phenomenal performance in 2 roles. And sort of in 3 roles, because at one point Salamander pretends to be the Doctor, so you've got Patrick Troughton pretending to be Salamander, pretending to be the Doctor. You know, and Salamander himself is sort of like, has like his big, you know, evil persona and then his sort of savior persona. So it's a real acting tour de force from Patrick Troughton. And then, you know, when it was coupled with, you know, The Web of Fear, which is, if anyone had ever asked me what story I wanted to return most, it was The Web of Fear. Because the episode 1 was so amazing, and I loved, unlike Enemy of the World, I loved the Target novelization and read it to pieces. And so getting that one, and it lived up to every expectation for me. So, you know, Dead Doctor actually is probably a bit of an anticlimax. Except for, you know, that picture. You're not paying attention, Stephen.
Bad Steven. Bad Steven.
I thought you had a shortcut already.
Bad Steven.
You haven't set up a hotkey for this yet? Where you're up any point
Little bit
in any
away.
panel. You'll have Ian McNeice up here talking, and you just put that up. Okay, don't make me do all the talking. Someone else talk. Someone else ask questions or make comments or make an interaction. Yes.
In the thing that BBC put out that you showed earlier,
Yes.
you can hear echoes in the background and it sounds distinctly like Paul McGann's voice.
Ooh, let's watch it again. And turn it all the way up. Let's listen for those echoes.
There's one word that I forgot which word, but it's towards the beginning and there's an echo on it and it sounds like Tom again.
Was it Bad Wolf?
That's the DW50 one. It's a good title, right? You know, it's sort of descriptive.
Works.
Jump when you think it comes in.
I've been running all my life,
Right there.
Lives.
time and space,
I think it's just Matt Smith.
every minute of every day for over 900 years. I've lived for peace in a universe at war.
To record something.
Let's try it again. Go back to the beginning and try it again. With the volume all the way up.
You want to go for
Notice it's the only time that echoes too, right? Lives.
Uh-oh, maximum volume.
Cover your ears.
But these go to 11.
Someone's gonna think the TARDIS is actually here.
I've been running all my life,
I heard it.
Yes, I heard it. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
I've been running all my life, through time and space,
Doesn't really sound like that.
of every minute of every day for over 900 years.
Rosemary.
I fought for peace in a universe at war.
Just like constantly.
Now the time has come to face the choices I made in the name of the Doctor. Our future depends on one single moment of one impossible day. The day I've been running from all my life. The day of the Doctor.
That's a nice catch. How many people would love to see Paul McGann in that special? Yes? You have a question?
You watched the video again.
Yes. That's okay. There's so many Easter eggs in this thing. That's okay.
After hearing the doctor says, I fought for peace in the universe at war, if you pause it right when his screen goes up, the wall has graffiti on it.
Says no more. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I noticed that the first time through when I watched, I saw it says the words "no more" right below.
Okay.
Right.
What else should we be looking for in this trailer from all of you who clearly looked at it frame by frame?
Well, there's a lot of fob watches. How about
Yes,
that?
in the back.
In there, the croquet ball was in there.
At one point, I noticed that like when you like pause it, the part where they just like standing on the rock, in the background you can sort of see most of the weird thing on it.
Okay.
Oh,
The
yeah.
rock that he's standing on.
The weird thing on it?
Yeah.
The mountain Matt Smith is standing on looks
Yes.
like there's a face inside.
Yeah, I thought it looked like Lord Nelson. It looks like he's standing on the top of Nelson's collar.
Initially, I thought it was a Statue of
There's
Liberty,
also the Golden Gate Bridge in the background.
but there is a Gallifreyan symbol on the actual rock face.
Okay, now we're gonna watch it in super slow-mo. This is how you had a panel when you got to talk about 50th anniversary scoops without talking about spoilers and without a trailer.
Just past it? Yeah. Frame by frame. I'm looking at the screen back.
Canine.
Nine. There was.
There it was. We all saw it, like da da da.
I don't even understand.
Right there. I initially thought it said battles, and I saw.
Oh yeah.
This is why he's the tech guy. Who else has something they want to talk about for the, or comment on for the 50th, or a question or something? Yes.
I have a friend of mine that saw promotional material of Rose Tyler's outfit, and she commented that it looks like she's wearing a time vortex manipulator. So that interests me.
I didn't hear that.
Sounds interesting. Not gonna speculate.
Why would Rose be wearing a vortex manipulator? Is she from that time, or is she a different Rose?
Who knows? I guess we find out on November 23rd.
Or you can just try and
Patrick Trout.
dig through Tumblr.
Here's the adipose.
Okay. You'd like that?
I think it's the most interesting thing in the whole show.
Okay.
Plot twist of the century.
Play your recorder.
Right there.
Play your recorder.
Shame.
No.
That's almost as good as Patrick Trout.
I love that thing.
Fast. That's the best way to say it.
Who else wants to make a comment or suggestion? How about the people hiding out at the back? No? Nobody wants to talk about how excited they are for the 50th. Does anybody have any exciting plans for the 50th, for where they're going to watch the 50th? Because only about 8 of you are going to the cinema screening. So, you know, are you having 50th screening parties?
Yes.
Because I'm going to be in a
What are you
Sweet
doing?
16.
We're just gonna invite 10, just the 10 or 15.
Valuables off shelves?
This
So
one
that
almost
when
killed
you go-
popcorn.
Or when, you know, 10 ducks rose, because it goes off you need to flail and like throw something. You know, make sure there's things, because you're going to want to react to this one, I think. No?
No, yes.
So, I think it's going to be full of, moments where you're just going to flail all over the place, so make sure there's nothing breakable around.
Don't break any of my stuff.
Yeah, and take away any hard objects that you might want to throw at the TV. Should cover all bases.
No remotes.
Yeah.
I know that River is like, but I was wondering.
River is what and all that?
River is like, she's been this like ghost in the library.
Name of the doctor. She was the ghost in the library. Yes.
And I don't know. I thought she'd appear in this like for like a little bit, like just pop in and go away.
Well, she does whatever Stephen Moffat needs her to do, right? And it kind of worked. How did you do that? I mean, I'd sort of be okay if that's the last time I saw River because it was a good editing for her. Even though she's dead, really. You can't convince us otherwise, Stephen, but...
She's saved.
Points can be rewritten.
What was that?
Points can be rewritten.
Fixed points can be rewritten? Ish.
No.
Emphasis on the
Ish. Ish.
capital I.
Well, if you can digitize it, right, you can write it back. That was from Trump. Come on.
What was that?
That's a lot.
Oh my. He went there.
Anybody else? Because I don't have any scoops. No matter what this might have been promoted as, I don't have any scoops. Yes.
Just happy to see Tom Baker.
It's cool. Have you listened to the Big Finish audios with him? There's a whole set of Big Finish audios. Just like, yes, I'm playing the part of.
I love it.
That's okay. Anybody else have anything that they're excited about this 50th anniversary year, or things they want to see?
Tradition Jiu-Jitsu.
What?
Aikido. Yes.
You know, yeah.
Maybe they should do classes on Aikido. Someone was pointing at someone. They're over there. Who are over there? Yes, thank you.
Any more
This morning, BBC put out like a 10-second clip of the episode. Are we allowed to discuss that?
How many people have seen it?
16 seconds long.
Oh, I haven't seen it myself. Do we have it? Do you have internet down here, Stephen? He's looking for it. So if he can find the clip online, we can show it. And then we can talk about it. How's that? For compromise.
You're not gonna see any spoilers.
Yes.
Are there any more news or rumors on the missing episodes? Because there were rumors that a great number had been found.
There are always rumors on missing episodes. I will tell you that there will always be at least one missing episode, because the Feast of Stephen was never ever sold anywhere, and it was never it was trashed pretty much immediately. So the Feast of Stephen will always be missing. As far as anything else goes, Philip Morris has been all over the world, and we'll see. Time will tell. But it seems to me like they found that there's a pretty darn good model for distributing them to us. And, if we're patient and he gets lucky. Has anybody actually seen where Jos, Nigeria is on a map? I mean, it's the middle of nowhere. It literally, Philip Morris, I want to know the story of, going and finding these episodes in Jos, Nigeria, because I hope that there's a bullwhip and jeeps and a hat and a leather jacket and lots of hiding from evil people with machine guns, because it just sounds it's like an amazing part of the world that's so remote, and they used to carry film cans on bicycles, back then. They were relay stations, and you take the film from the capital of Nigeria, you take it along on a bicycle and you drop it at a relay station, and that's how it showed up in Jos, which is kind of amazing. So yeah, I think there is hope thanks to thanks to Philip Morris's efforts, but I do not know of anything. There are always rumors, and I'm just delighted that we got 9 back in, and it's now under 100 missing episodes, and there are now more existing Patrick Troughton episodes than there are missing Patrick Troughton episodes. And, I think that's kind of cool. While they keep fiddling around trying to find stuff on the internet, anybody else got anything else they're excited about for the 50th? They want to see in the 50th? You want to see the master back?
Yes!
I have no information, I'm just asking.
I want to see Jack Harkness.
Yeah!
You want to see Captain Jack get in the middle of that, huh?
I ship it.
Or maybe in the middle of that picture of the 2 Daleks. Exactly.
Jack and an alien.
It's just Jack.
My nipple last month. True story.
What?
I want to see
Are we making progress, or do you have Wi-Fi down here? Oh! Oh! Can you... No, that thing, right? Isn't that one on YouTube?
Yeah.
No. Doesn't that make it full screen?
Yeah, how come it's so blurry?
Elizabeth's
Which one?
Back to the beginning.
This is backwards.
You have to go backwards.
Elizabeth's credentials, Doctor. But that's not possible.
Okay.
I think he explains it all.
The plot, guys, it's ruined.
I would have paused it.
Wait. Where do we need to pause it?
With the painting.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to discuss about that clip?
Well, before I even I guess the woman on the other side, why does she have
Tom Baker's scar?
yeah.
I want to know that too. I mean, this kind of just looks like Burning Gallifrey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the main city, it's not the glass globe with all the towers inside of it. It's
It's a CGI version of the same city. It's an artist's representation.
Maybe it's been destroyed, the outside
No,
bubble.
it's not a Bangkok.
Van Gogh.
Actually, it's Bangkok. It is. On the BBC show QI with Steve Freihost, he got some Dutch guy to come on and specifically talk about how to say Bangkok.
Kind of looks like Notre Dame, in a way.
I saw some of
Give me saucer.
unless that's scar.
Yeah, there's flying things.
The scarf.
Familiar looking scarf.
That looks Dalek-like.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So maybe this is the Dalek city.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
A Dalek city, somewhere.
One of them.
One of the ones that the Ninth Doctor blew up, yeah.
Who are the figures in the back?
What is she doing with poor Dr. Star?
I don't know.
She's got a weird face on. She's like,
And why isn't she wearing a full-size one?
Well, I think they're probably just standard Elizabethan kind of thing, I suspect. It looks like they're in a museum. But I still want to know where she found the poor Dr. Star.
I want to know who she is.
Yes.
she's a total hipster.
Yes, she is.
Behind that door right there.
Oh,
Those are guards.
probably just guards.
They're guards.
Imagine they turn out to be Cybermen.
It looks more like it's a hard.
What kind of short are they sometimes?
Turns out to be a
Yes, you were
Cyberman.
going to say something about
I
interview.
heard in an interview or something that she's just a really big fan of the Doctor.
Okay.
Or they could be lying.
Yes, they could be lying.
Maybe she's a character in the story and they...
Yes. Anybody else want to make a comment on that little clip?
Fake.
It's fake?
That was the greatest minds of all time.
Moffat's really lying this time.
I was like, hey guys, guess what?
Even be in the episode.
That's the same thing. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, they filmed a special scene just to...
I wouldn't put it past Moffat.
Do you think Moffat kept
I think that painting's on a computer.
Photoshop.
It was probably a very nice frame with a piece of green in the middle.
Yeah. Where's their modern museum?
It's a doctor museum.
Ooh. What was that guy's name that wrote
No, it's a museum of the doctor.
Wait, who's that guy on the upper left? Yeah, he's looking at the picture on the upper left there, right next to Matt's head. That looks like a title.
See, I'm starting rumors now. There's my scoop.
Oh God.
Yes.
Tumblr.
They put all the shuffling figures in the museum. You can see one there.
Oh, that's better.
That's much better.
That's why it's in text.
There's a face right there. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice catch. We're going to go back to the beginning again now. Sound.
Ah, buffering.
Loading.
To bring it down.
Just goes blue screen.
Buffering.
You turn the sound off.
The hashtag is longer than the actual thing.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
Their all faces are all covered too.
I don't think it looks like a human city at all. Did you just say Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Who's
I think-
Elizabeth?
Queen. They're supposed to meet Queen Elizabeth
Is it
in
Queen
this one.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, but that was sort of in the synopsis. You know, Joanne
Okay.
Page is playing Queen Elizabeth.
I haven't been
So the
reading
Doctor's
anything.
exes are really coming back in this. Maybe that's the
All
whole
of them
thing.
together.
You know, Rose and Elizabeth are going to have a cat fight. Because you know, Elizabeth actually married him, remember?
So did Monroe.
And she was not happy.
Well, the 10th Doctor kissed everybody.
Except for everyone who wanted him
He
to.
snogged everybody.
Well, yeah. Well, Matt Smith kisses everybody, he just air kisses them.
Subtitle, they face something seemingly impossible.
Because that's what Clara said at the end. But that's not possible.
Jesus, Clara, be more specific.
So yeah, Day of the Doctor is really going to be the day the Doctor's exes come back to haunt him.
Strax Field Report. What's that?
Oh, yes, let's watch
Zygons.
that. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm filming the ceiling high.
Stretch the Doctor. Stretch the Doctor.
Field report Z115/D. It has come to my attention that the humans' infestation of the staging ground known as Earth is being challenged by the insidious Zygons. Theirs is a cowardly way of making war. They change their shape so as to take on the appearance of humans, despite the disgustingly skinny fleshiness this entails. The Zygons know no shame. My research has shown they attempted conquest of Earth once before, in Scotland. And take no prisoners. We can learn much from Scotland.
That was cute.
Max, I love him to death.
We've got 5 minutes to kill, so let's browse YouTube videos.
Yeah.
What's that save the day one? Is that just...
Hashtag save the day. Too
What's
many
that one?
hashtags.
This one here?
Yeah. Is that one just
Gotta
Matt
stop
Smith
recording.
dancing around? Doing the funky giraffe?
Goodbye, drunken giraffe.
Wow.
Did I do that?
Probably.
It's just videos.
A hashtag. What's a hashtag? I like a hashtag. A marvelous thing, a hashtag. Conversations across the entire universe, all held together by tiny little pins of chat